What I'm doing here is I had just been working the dogs and I'd just been having them sit, and they have to sit and stay together, and then I call each one individually, and I start with Tonka first. And the reason why we're doing this right now, they're just having a good time. I use running is a form of positive reinforcement. You release them and let them run. But it really is, this is the beginning steps of teaching the dog to honor. And when I'm talking about honor, you know, I walk the dogs together. I get them so that they function together. And that is the first step with honoring. And honoring, what we're talking about is like on a retrieve. You should never throw a ball or have your dog go on a retrieve with another dog and put them into a challenging position. You never do this. If you do that, you are running the risk of teaching the dog how to fight. Don't encourage challenging. That is not good for dog psychology. And when I talk about dog psychology, I'm talking about the psychology between dog and man. So having them heel, right, and do this together is teaching them to pay attention to me, you know, why they're working together. And that's very important, and it makes for a healthy, happy dog. So right here, Tonka just took off. He's not paying attention. And, you know, I just not going to make a big deal about it. We're talking about an 8-month-old dog that has a lot of energy. Now, that is why Tonka is dragging a leash. That is absolutely why, so that if I have to, I can gain control. So the ultimate goal here is to get Tonka to come back to me without making a big deal, and he did. Right here, you see Ike is at sit. And I'm going up and I'm going to stand beside Ike, and then I'm going to call Tonka to me. And now Tonka's at heel, and I'll make Ike sit. And this really is, this is training your dog to honor. And because when they go on when you throw the retrieve or you shoot a duck or a bird, they have to understand that it's only when you release the dog that's going on the retrieve. The other dog must wait, and that is honoring the other dog. So, you know, the basic rule of thumb is when you're training your dog, you train them to play, but you train them to play your game. It's not their game. So if you just let your dog out in the country and you don't teach it to be under control in the country, what you end up with a dog that is out of control in the country and in the city. Right here, I just called Tonka, and Tonka needs to come to me at heel, right? And then I'm going to call Ike. And Ike needs to do it too. Now, Ike's been doing this for, you know, this same thing for absolutely years with other dogs. He knows what to do. And to be perfectly honest, I'm a little lax with Ike here because I'm concentrating on Tonka. But as you see, Ike just comes right back to heel. And Tonka is the one we're concentrating on. That's why we are we're releasing Tonka first when we play this game, because I don't think that he will understand the basic rules of the game. So watch this. I'm going to call Tonka. I might call Tonka and Ike together on this one. I'm not sure. I switch it up. Yeah, I did. I called them both together, and now they both need to come to heel. It doesn't matter. You know, the bottom line is, it's what I tell them to do. If I'm going to call both of them together, I'll call both of them together. But you know, the game is that you just come when you hear your name called. That releases the dog. In other words, it's Tonka, and then I said Ike. So use the name, because there's no other way. If you say here or heel, both dogs will come. So you have to release them with each dog's name. So remember that when you're switching into retrieving and you're working with both dogs, it really is. You have to use the dog's name to release them. And that's what we do in the field too. And we continue doing this for the lifetime of the dog. That way the dog isn't confused. A lot of times it doesn't make sense to people, like how you speak to a dog. But you have to understand that this is a completely different creature than a human. And their mind, their brain, not their mind, but their brain is very small compared to ours. We're talking about a lemon-sized brain, and ours is, you know, just jam-packed. You know, we have all these complex human emotions and everything that the dog does not have. So remember that. When we talk about dog psychology, we are not talking about like the psychology the way that you would talk about with humans. They don't have all those emotional baggage. It's really, you know, about the dog responding to the human. That's what we're talking about when we talk about human psychology. If you see, Tonka just floated there, so what I did was I moved him back. I put him back to the position that he was supposed to be in. If your dog ever does that, you have to back the dog up. If your dog jumps out of the sit position, it needs to go right back where it was sitting, and that way you can teach the dog what you want. If you let the dog float or move and you don't respond, what you end up with is a dog that is not understanding what you want of them. So really, put the dog back in the position. Teach your dog how to play. It's very important that the dog has boundaries and learns how to play from the human.